Hey guys, what's up? Shin0555 here, coming at you with another drawing video. And this video is going to be on 02 from Darling-in-The-Franxx. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I have no idea who this character is, I'll be honest with you. But this video was requested by Zurzer, Z-U-R-Z-U-R. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm bad at pronouncing stuff. But, yeah, so we're drawing 02 or number 2, or, again, I don't know who this character is, but we're drawing them. I looked it up on Google, and this is what came up. So we are drawing her, and, yeah, not much else more to say, but before we jump in, remember to like, comment, subscribe. That really does help me out, so I'd appreciate if you do it. But other than that, let's get our pencils ready, and let's jump in. Alright guys, so to start off drawing 02 here, what we're going to do is draw a nice decent sized circle. This is going to be where her head's going to be at, and again keep it light, this is just a jester, I can't say it right now, gesture drawing. So we're going to just start with a circle, and then if you want to, you can kind of draw like a line going down here. Actually kind of be more like this. Line curving down like that, and then just kind of do like a little bit of like a V type shape just to get like a general like head shape going on. And then I guess we can do a nice little curve line here for the eyes. They'd be something like this. So that's pretty much it for the like face gesture right here. You can get like a little oval for where her neck's going to be, and then her shoulder is going to be pretty prominent circle right here. And then it's going to be a line going down, and we're going to get the hand right about here. And then with that done, we can get a nice big circle for her upper body. She'll look something like this. You can get like a little oval here for the side, and then get the kind of turn there. Then her body's going to go in and then over, like this. Actually, it should go down more this way, and then the body's just going to kind of curve down here, like so. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's real rough for a gesture, but we can work with it. So once you have this all down, what you're going to want to do is we'll jump into the head here. And what I like doing is starting off with the eyes, or putting where the eyes are going to be. So we're going to have an eye right about here, another one kind of about here, like that. And then what we're going to do is start off with the face shape. So right here, what we're going to do is start kind of around this eye, and we're just going to draw a line going down like this. It's going to curve out just slightly, and then it's going to dip in, and then kind of get to like a little bit of a point here, and then just kind of curve up like this, and then it'll go in like that. And if we were to continue the head shape, it'd kind of bump around and be something like this. Something like that. But now that we got that down, what we can do is draw in the nose. So the nose is going to be right about here. And it's very simple, just this nice little curve line. And it's going to curve down like this. So you get a nice little nose. And then the smile is going to be right here. And what you want to do is draw a nice kind of curve line about that long. And then we're basically going to get like this U shape right underneath it. And then we're going to get a nice little curve line right there with a line starting right about here and curve that in. And you can shade this in black if you want to. That's the mouth, and then a nice little kind of upside down little curvy U right underneath just to show where the lips start. And now that we get that down, I'm actually going to turn the paper this way, and we're going to draw on the eyes. So the eyes actually are a little off from where this picture is. They should be something like that. So you want like nice round circles. And a way you could tell is like, look at the circles, well not like this one. And if they look like they should be placed right, then you're pretty good. And again, just keep it light, gesture it in. But once you're happy with the placement, what we're going to do here is start right about here. And we're just going to draw a curve line that goes around the eye like that. And then we're going to curve it in and then around like so. And then what we're going to do is draw a line that kind of hugs this line very closely, but it's going to go out into like a spike here, kind of go in and then down like that. And then we could shade all this in. Like so. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. So we're going to start right about here. Draw a nice little curve line that goes around the circle here. Then it's going to go down and kind of curve in right about there. And then here it's just going to extend out, get into that spike, and then go down like so. And then you could shade all that in, nice and dark. And now I'll flip the page around. And now what we're going to do is just draw a nice, decent sized circle. Like so, here, and then this one will be slightly smaller, but stop right about there, like that. And then you'll get a nice big light reflection here, and a nice little circle there, like that. And then a nice little oval that you fill in right there, and one right there, like that. So that's pretty much it for the face. And now I'm looking at it, the draw is way too sharp. So what I'm going to do here is just kind of lower it. Just about there. Get rid of this line. And again, this is why you always draw light, so it's easy to erase. But now that we've got the face down, what we can do is kind of gesture in the ear here too. So ear is going to be right about here, and it's just simply going to be this nice big kind of little curve line there like that. The hair is going to cover this up, so I'm not going to be too worried about it. I'm just marking this in so we know where to place it. But now like I said, we're going to start off with the hair. And the hair is fairly simple. Basically, you got like a whole bang section right here. Then she has like this headband thing, and then just kind of goes down, and it's kind of like all around like that. So what we're going to do is start off with the headband, and I'm going to just kind of gesture this in. So I'm going to keep it light. And it's going to be this nice curve line that goes around her forehead like this, and it's going to stop right about there. And here is a good line where we could just draw a nice little curve line like this where it's going into the hair. And then here what we're going to do is draw a line going up. And you basically get this long kind of like curved rectangle basically going around her head like that. And it has little horns on it. So to draw the horns, we're going to draw a nice curve line going up, down, and then over like that. So that's one horn. This horn we see more of like the front end of. So what we're going to do is draw a nice curve line going up like this. And at the tip, we're going to go down and then in like that. And then at the tip again, we're going to go down and in like so. And then there's a little like spike here on the headband that you would include. And you can erase kind of all the overlap here. Like so. But now that we have that in, you could draw in the bangs. And there's really no rhyme or reason for the bangs. So you don't have to draw this like exactly the way I'm drawing it. But basically what you want to do is draw a curved line here, and then it's like a line going across, and then it'll kind of like go into the hair here like this. But on this kind of like bang level, what you want to do is just kind of draw little spikes. Like so, all kind of somewhat going in the same direction. You can kind of make some more like square like this. So you have like a line going straight and across instead of just doing a bunch of different spikes, you know? And you can have some like overlapping. You want it to go over the eye a little bit too. Make it look a little bit messy just because that's just kind of the way the hair is. You know, like hair is not perfect. Or it normally isn't. So now you got that all done. The hair kind of covers it up, but if you do want to draw on eyebrows too, you could draw a nice little curve line like this, and just be a nice little curve going around the eye. Same thing here. I probably should have drawn that before we did the spikes, but if you wanted to draw the eyebrows, they'd be in looking something like that. And now for this hair piece, what we're going to do is it breaks down into like this long kind of curvy bang here that you can kind of gesture in as like a square. Like a long kind of flowy rectangle. And then right here in the middle, I'm just going to make a strand that goes out like this. But it will kind of like meet up at the end here like that. And then this will just be a curve line curving up like that. And then here we'll go down, over, kind of give it like a little bit of a spike as it goes up. Maybe one more loose one before going up. And then right here we can maybe make like one more strand going out like that, so it's not like totally perfect. And that is pretty good for the hair here. Now, we're going to take a break off the hair and draw on like the rest of the body, and then we'll finish off with the top of the head and the last kind of strands of hair. So right here, the hair does cover up the neck a little bit, but if you were to draw on the neck, we draw just basically two parallel lines going down like this. And now what we're really going to do is start off with the shoulder. So the shoulder is going to be right about here. And yeah, we could just start off with the top. I'm just going to kind of go into detail here, so just do your best to follow along. So the shoulder is going to be right about here. It's kind of up and like in front of everything. So what you're going to do is start right about here. Draw a nice little curve line, curving over and up like that. And then here what we're going to do is draw a line going off, hugging this curve line, but then going over and in right about there like that. And then here we'll get a nice little curve line going in like so. And then right here we're going to see like an emblem on our uniform here. And you can kind of gesture in with like a cross. But what you want to do is draw kind of like this V shape like this. And then it's going to go off into like a star shape here. And then here. And then it goes off into like a spike there. And then what you want to do is in the middle here, draw a nice little curve line like this. And maybe like a little line here and here to show some depth. So you get the little emblem that's on her sleeve. And now that you got that down, basically what I like to do is draw in the kind of cuff where the arm's going to end. It'll be something right about there. And then here you can kind of break it up into two ovals. So we're going to get an oval here for like her forearm, and it'll break off into like another oval there like that. And we'll just start from like right here, and we'll just get a nice little curve line that goes over, kind of straightens out, kind of goes in right about there like that. And then off here we're just going to get a curve line that goes up here, kind of follows it. And then here it'll extend out and then just kind of curve in right about there. And kind of the same thing here. It's going to curve over, kind of bump out a little bit, kind of go in like that. And then here we'll get a series of like a curve line curving in like so, kind of a line going out and then curving up like that, and connecting into that line right there. Kind of make it a little bit more smoother. This shape's a little hard, mainly because of all like the foreshortening that's going on here. And then here we just draw a nice little curve line curving in like so, like that. And now we could actually draw in her hand, which we won't see a lot of it. We'll pretty much just see like 2.5 fingers here, and then a little bit of the thumb. But so I'm just going to go into detail here. So you can kind of gesture in as best as possible with these 3 circles and like an oval here, and then maybe like another oval right here. But basically what we're going to do is I'm going to start with the finger here, and it's going to be a nice little curve line like this, and it's going to just extend out. And then same thing here, it's going to be a nice little curve line that extends out like so. Then this line will kind of curve into it like that. This is where you're going to get kind of like a line going in and then going into like a V or a U shape there like that. And you see a little bit of that finger right here. And then you'll get a nice little curve line going off the pinky here like that. And then we'll get a nice big curve line going into the palm here. And then we'll see a little bit of the thumb, which is this nice big curve line that cuts across. And you can erase any overlap that you have going on. And then for the wrist here, you can just draw a nice little curve line going in the sleeve. Actually, it's a little off. It should be right about here, like that. And in this part right here, you could just shade this in black where you'd actually see like inside the sleeve a little bit. And the last piece you need to do here is just draw a nice little curve line right here in the middle of the palm to show the palm bending a little bit. But that's pretty much it for her arm. Now we could zoom in where her neck is and kind of just gesture in her body a little bit more. So we're going to get 2 big circles for where her chest is, like that. And then it's just going to kind of straighten out around here. She's going to have like a little belt thing right here, and then a nice curve in her back there like that. So, but before we do that, we're going to do the kind of collar upper portion of her uniform. And we're going to start right about here and basically just draw a line going up and then over like this. And now the hair is going to kind of cover this up. She is wearing like a little tie thing that we're not going to see, but it would be like a circle and then like this little kind of triangle shape thing right there like that. But again, we're not going to see a lot of it because we have her hair in front of it in this piece. And then so we got this line going around there like that. Then we'll get a nice little curve line here that curves in like so. And then basically what we're going to get here is kind of like a divide that, again, we're not going to see because of the hair. But it's going to go down and then up like this. And what you're going to do is get another line that goes over and then up. And then one more that kind of hugs that like this right there. And again, I'll erase any overlap here with the hair. Like so. So you should have a shape that looks something like that. And then over here, what we're going to do is get a line going across and then down and then over like that. And then here, very similar to what we did here, you're just going to get a line that goes over like this and then one more that kind of hugs it like so. And there's the kind of like the tie part. And you're just going to get one more line that starts around here and it's going to just follow this line there like that. And now we could get into her chest here, and it's basically just going to be a line going down. Almost gets to like a point as it curves in like that. And then here we'll get a line that kind of hugs this shape. It's going to go down and then curve in like so. And then here, now that we have that done, we can actually refine our belt in. So there's going to be like a middle line to the belt here. And in that middle line, you're going to get this V right about there, like that. Then it's going to go across, and then you're going to get a V, like another V that kind of hugs it like this as it goes across. So you should get like an arrow looking shape. And then we're just going to get one more. So it's going to go out, go in, go down, and then over. And then here it's just going to just wrap around like this. And now we will see a nice kind of curve in her back here like this. So you just get a line that curves up like that. Actually kind of goes into this line right here. And now we will see the other side of the belt here, which will only be one kind of V arrow point. Like that. And it'll be a nice little bump there. And then here what we're going to do is basically get like a fold in the shirt. So it's just going to be like a line going up, a line going over, and then up like this, kind of curve in like so. Actually, I don't like this line being this long. You kind of want to make the lines not as even. And then here you'd also get a line going up like this, and maybe like one that hugs it and then curves in like that, just to show like a fold in the fabric. And you just get a nice little curve line down there. And then she also has like a line going down her shirt. So it'd just be this curve line like this. And then you just draw another line hugging that line. Like so. And now you could draw the buttons on a uniform. We see one here, which is just an oval. And then we'll get another oval right here. One up top there, and then one right about here. And then to show like the fabric folding over it, what you want to do is just do a curve line kind of going around them like so. And you could shade the buttons in black because they are black. So you could shade those in if you want. And lastly that we need to do is just finish off her hair, which is fairly simple. We'll start with the back side here, and what we're going to do here is start right about here and just draw a nice big curve line that curves down, and it's going to go over like that. We're going to stop before we hit the end of the paper and go a little bit above this line and just draw a line curving in like this. We will see another, I'm going to draw on her ear like so. We will see a line going off her ear like that. And that's pretty much good for the back hair here. And also, I'm going to erase some of the overlap that we have here with the ear and the head going on here. Because again, this strand of hair covers up a lot of her face and body. So This little curved line like that. And now here we're going to get the rest of the hair, and you basically just do one big shape like this. So what I like doing is doing like a curve like this. That'll go into a spike here as it goes up. And I'm going to stop right about here, like almost before her face. Just darkening that. And then here what I'm going to do is start from the end of this line and just curve it in and over. So it's going to show like the hair kind of like overlapping a little bit. And then very similar to what we did with the bangs up here, we're pretty much going to do down here, but just bigger. So it's going to curve down, kind of go into like a shape here, kind of go up, maybe go into like a spike here, straighten out, get like a big divide. And again, you don't have to follow this exactly the way I'm doing it, but as long as you're doing something similar, it should look pretty good. And then lastly, I'm just going to draw another strand of hair, just kind of curving out, kind of going in between there like this, and I'll be real thin right about here and get thicker as it goes up to the head there, like that. But that is pretty much how you draw 02 from, what's this anime? Darling-in-the-Franxx. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will take the drawing that we just did and leave it up there. I will take the inked version I did beforehand and leave it up there as well. So you can get like a good look at both of them. And the inked version might be a little bit of a cleaner look to it rather than the messy sketch that we did. But other than that, guys, I'm Shin0525. Thank you again, Zurzer. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Z-U-R-Z-U-R. For the request. I really do appreciate it. And remember to like, comment, subscribe. That really does help me out. If you guys have a request, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. Then check out my channel on Sunday when I upload a video. And hopefully your request pops up. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.